What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another BMW episode. So I've got to get this thing ready for the next race, which is the Kyalami M Festival, 20 something of October. I think it's the 25th, 6th, 7th of October. First port of call, we're going to do the power steering. So I've managed to get a VW Polo electric power steering column that we have to retrofit to the chassis. And it's a good thing we're going to, because while this car was moved around after the race, the pulley actually came off. Looks like it is held on with a clip or something that goes into the pump. So the clip on the back of the pump must have come off. This pump was rebuilt, and you can see that obviously it came out, it was leaking oil everywhere. So this serpentine belt is not gonna work anymore. I'll have to get a shorter one. So effectively getting rid of that pump, and I need to figure out how we're going to run the new belt, but that's all future stuff. For now, the big thing is to get this, disconnect the existing column at the top, basically get this whole steering column out of here. So from here, this whole section all the way down to the firewall, this whole thing needs to come out. That's the job for this episode, and then I might even get the new one in. I'm not sure, because there's some fab work we have to do there. So you're just gonna have to stick with us, see how far we get. The race is in 4 weeks, I think, so we should have that done by 4 weeks. What else? We're gonna do some other cool stuff. I can't really show you, it's top secret, not really. But anyway, we'll try squeeze it in this episode. Stick around. Gotta get in there. Alright, so we're gonna cut this, just cut the cable tie. What we need to do, obviously we need to take off those two bolts down there, but we need to get that bolt out there, and that is a one-way type bolt, so we're gonna have to cut that out. Same on the other side. I guess we could just get the steering column out, that'll help us as well. So we'll take it out there, take this bolt out and get it out, and then tackle that bracket. Alright, so the car officially has no steering. The steering column is out. So the BMW steering column is this one, and the VW Polo steering column is this one. Now I need to figure this whole lot out. So in terms of the mounting brackets, those two pickup points are different to those two. Obviously that space is different, so we're gonna have to custom manufacture something, and I don't want to do a horrible job here. I take pride in this car, so I need to speak to someone who can assist with fabrication of this whole setup. This whole setup is actually quite heavy in comparison to this, so unfortunately we're going to pick up a couple of kilos here. We'll just have to go digging for some more kilograms here. So there it is laid out. There's some, like I say, there's some custom fit up work that's going to need to go on there, and I'd rather get it done properly by a professional. So I think I'm going to ship this car off to someone that can mock this thing up for me, and we can do some tests with me in the seat. This is not going to be the most cheap exercise, but it's also, we're adding a little bit of weight there, so hopefully by taking off the pump and the reservoir and the oil, we're going to kind of get close to balancing out. There's a bit of that, bit of that with these kinds of things. There's more optimization, but every time you optimize, it's money and things. But anyway, this power steering is something that really needs to happen. So I'm going to get cracking on that, and then at the same time we're going to see where we can pull a little bit more weight out of this car. So there's quite a bit of work that needs to be done on this chassis. For Kyalami, it's not a lot of time, so we really got to get cracking on that. So yeah, from here we just got to push. It's a massive push to get this all done. The M-Fest is such a cool event, big BMW festival at Kyalami, so really don't want to miss that. So anyway, let's get cracking. If you want to see some more of this kind of content, please consider subscribing. Just click on the subscribe button, hit the bell, and you're good to go. So we managed to get quite a lot out. We've got the firewall out, and Johannes actually did most of the work in the end because I lost my patience, but great work. It's probably worth 3-4 kilos, so it's a lot of effort for a little bit of gain, but it's sometimes you just got to keep chipping away at these little things, and you'll finally find all of the weight. So now what we have to do, we have to now just clean up all the edges and make it look pretty. We left the parcel shelf because that actually adds some structural rigidity apparently. So and then we got to clean up the welds here because the roll cage manufacturer couldn't get in here with the firewall. But anyway, we'll save that for another day. Alright guys, so we're going to call that a wrap. Unfortunately for this video, the car is going off to a fabricator to make up the brackets to mount the steering column, because I need to go to Namibia for some other work, so I unfortunately won't be able to do anything on that. But the good news is, for the Ford fans, we got the engine and gearbox in. So that was a big win. Managed to get all the fasteners for that. It's hanging, so we can carry on with that in the background and hopefully get it started sometime soon. But anyway, there's a lot of work to do on this before the Kyalami event. We're just going to take it in our steps. So sorry, this was a bit of a short episode. Stick around, and yeah, we'll see some more cool stuff. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Ciao, bye.